So, unpopular opinion, let me not generalize. Some of these psych wards just got doctors there that are legal drug dealers. They deal drugs, and it's like a legal trap. Like, don't let you go against your will, and don't let you have no good insurance. Baby, you gonna be in there until that insurance run out, because they gonna charge every bit of it. It don't matter what your mental state is. You could be just fine. You gonna stay in there until that insurance run out, because they about to get them some money. So yeah, if you go in there against your will, even if you go on your own volition, them people is gonna keep you there until your insurance won't pay for it no more. You could be crazy as hell, and if you ain't got no good insurance, you gonna go ahead and get up out of there and go back on the street. So it's a money game too. I remember like when I was in there, they used to like come in the rooms at like 4:00 in the morning, and they'll go, "What year is it? Who's the president?" And I was just like, "This supposed to make sure that I ain't crazy? If I know who the president is and what year it is, that mean I ain't crazy?" I don't know why they used to ask them questions, but they used to do that at 4:00 in the morning. And then here's the part where I'm talking about these is legal drug dealers, and the people in there be knowing the game. So I was in there, couldn't get out, knew I was gonna be there for a minute. So I had started making me some little friends up in there with the little other crazy people. And they was telling me, yeah, you know, if you want to sleep all day, just go in there and tell them people, yeah, I'm feeling really anxious. Like I'm so scared and I just can't calm down, and just exaggerate. And they're going to give you more medicine and you're going to be high as hell in this. So, and I did that. And guess what? I was high as hell in there. Like it's a whole finesse. Like you'll learn to be a master manipulator. You go up in there. You can tell them people anything. They're going to give you a drug for it. And it ain't going to help the situation. It's just going to make you feel weird. But then, like, crazy people be in there with drug addicts. They be in the same places. There was times where we would get real bored and the little heroin, you know, the heroin addicts be taking methadone, like, to get them off of drugs and stuff. Them folks used to be giving me their methadone, child. Like, I'm laughing, but it's not funny. Like, it's like a legal trap up in there. They ain't checking who taking what. You go up to the counter, you getting this medicine. Somebody would be done traded you their medicine for yours. It's a legal trap, y'all. It's a trap house with legal drug dealers. When I first got there, I didn't want to take the meds. Like, I was like, I don't know what's in this stuff. I don't want to take this. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm just like having some life drama right now. Look, a series of unfortunate events will have you in a bad mental state. And that's why I'm like, when this life be lifing, you got to really get control of that, because it can spin out of control into something it ain't supposed to be. And like, you have to meet with these counselors every single day, and they ask you how you feel. And I was like, I don't want to take this medicine. I remember the little other crazy people in there was telling me, they was like, you better take that medicine, because they're going to keep you in here longer every time you refuse. Every time I refused their medicine, they would write refusal. And then they would like say I couldn't go home the next week. They'd be like, oh, she's not ready. Oh, she's not ready. So the other little crazy people in there they was like, if you want to go home, you're going to have to take this medicine. Just take it. Tell them you're feeling better. Just act like you're getting better. Bruh, I had to start taking the medicine. Like, I stopped refusing. And then when they would have the little meetings, I would be like, yeah, I feel better. I feel like I can manage things now. I mean, maybe I just needed a break. Completely making it up. I just got a lot of these people. And then they'll write that in their little notes. And then be like, oh, okay, maybe she can leave in a few weeks. I'm talking about, it's a whole game being played in them psych wards. Like, you would not believe it. Them people not really helping people. I don't know. Maybe some therapists do. Maybe you do it for y'all. But for me, it was like a goddamn circus in that bitch. It was a circus in there. And then this the other thing I don't agree with. They not giving you no real tools for real life situations, like on how to come up out that thing. Like, I remember I talked to one little therapist lady, and I was telling her like what legit was happening. Like, a whole bunch of stuff just happening one thing after another, one thing after another. And I could not handle it. Like, I was young too. I was like a teen mom. Like, it was getting crazy. Life was getting unmanageable. So I'm telling this to the lady, and the lady looking at me like, yeah, you right. I'd be stressed out too. So I'm like, I need some resources. I need some help, Bill. Like, didn't have nothing for me. Didn't have nothing but some pills for me. Some anxiety pills. And then on top of that, they was giving me this one medicine called Vistaril. It's for anxiety, y'all. That thing gave me a speech impediment. Like, even trying to record this video, that's why I don't be talking on cameras like that. Because really, sometimes I be getting caught up. Because in real life gave me like a speech impediment. When I used to be on that medicine, I used to forget how to talk. Like, I would forget how to form words and how to talk. Like, I can't, when you having a dream, I don't be having dreams like this, but I heard y'all do. Y'all got demons. But y'all know them dreams where you be in a dream and you trying to scream and you can't, or something trying to hold you down and you can't get up. It's like that. You'll try to talk. You'll want to say words. You can think of the words. Nothing comes out your mouth. Your lips don't move. Then it'll be stuff like your thoughts. You'll be thinking something. Thoughts completely just go away. Like mine just go blank. Can't remember what you was thinking, what you was doing. You just be like. And then on top of that, you cannot feel your emotions. Like any psych medicine, any type of drugs like that, I guarantee you, like I've taken a lot of different ones too. In general, most of these, you can't feel your emotions. The reason you can't be depressed or anxious is because you can't feel nothing. You're like a zombie. You can't feel happy. You can't feel sad. You can't feel mad. You can't feel anything. Like, even in the way I'm smiling right now, like somebody could tell you a joke and you'll just be like, huh, that's funny. Like, you don't have you can't feel nothing. Like, it turned off something in your brain to where you can't feel your emotions. And the fact that they got drugs for that, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. And I don't think that's normal. Like, you gotta get to a place where you can manage your emotions, you can control them, and they're not controlling you. That's why I'm like, I laugh a lot about this stuff, but the more, like, just being in those situations and then being around people and learning to control my own emotions, y'all gotta understand this stuff is manageable. You could logically look at situations and go, should I put in energy into being angry at this? Should I put energy into being this anxious about an outcome? I don't even know what it's going to be. Like, one thing that really delivered me from being a victim of my own emotions is, for real, God. I got to a place where I was like, everything in my life is planned. Even the things that may not be going as I want them to, God knew A, B, and C was going to happen. He knew I was going to make a choice that led to this. He knew that I was going to go down a path that led to this. Even if it wasn't the path he wanted me to go down, he knew what I was going to do. And he made a way of escape for me in advance if I get right. So you got to understand, if you get right, there is a way of escape for you. There are so many situations where I know I should be somewhere else, dead, in jail, back in that crazy house. I could be a lot of different places. Homeless. I could be a crackhead right now. But there's a way of escape when you get right. Like, everybody love to say, oh, God got me, God got me. He don't got you when you're in foolishness. He's not required to have you in foolishness. He keeps those in perfect peace whose minds are stayed on him. Your mind don't be stayed on him, baby, you're not going to be in perfect peace. You're not going to be in perfect peace. So you got to get to a place where you're literally not pissing God off every day with your choices and decisions, and he will keep your mind straight even in the midst of drama occurring in your life. At this point in time in my life, I promise you, I am the most unbothered person that I know. You cannot get me out of pocket. There is, I want to say, almost nobody. It might be one person that can kind of get me. But for the most part, you can't get me out of pocket. You can't get no extreme reaction out of me. You can't get no rise out of me. I don't care what you think. I've been delivered from people a long time ago. I don't care how you feel about me. Almost to the point where I be intolerable of people. I love people, but I could care less what somebody got to say about me, what they think about me, what they feel about me. I don't care. You don't have no heaven to put me in. You ain't got no hell to send me to. You ain't got no blessings to bless me with. You ain't got a curse that can stand against me. So you got to get to a lot of places like that mentally. And then you start to look around. You start to see other people is not there. Most people is not there. And it's sad. So I say all that to say, and I'm telling y'all this story not just because it's funny, because it's quite hilarious to me when I think about it, but for real, they be playing with people in them hospitals. They be playing games. It's really a circus up in there. It's really a legal trap. They got legal drug dealers up in there. They're going to put you on some good drugs up in there that probably ain't even going to resolve the real issues you got in life. And then, like I said, the girl I was roommates with, they was giving her these electric stimulations to her brain. Her mama and daddy signed off on that. That's crazy. Her parents signed off on that. And then I had to look it up. I looked up like what that is because I just knew what she told me was happening to her. She didn't want to do it. She didn't like it. She said, excuse me, no, about the cuss. She said it hurt. Like, I looked it up and it's like forcing a brain to have a seizure. How is inducing a seizure medically supposed to clear your depression? Playing with people, like these is really Frankenstein type experiments on people. Like y'all really playing with people. Like I don't care what kind of medical science say this is working or no, that stuff be so deep. That stuff is spirit deep that you gotta fix. You gotta get to the root of why I feel like this. Why anytime a storm come, I blow over like I'm just blowing over like a leaf. You ain't got no roots, Betty. You can't withstand nothing. A lot of people out here, and I say this with love, a lot of people soft. A lot of people out here soft. It's a lot of people that just anything happen in life, like don't be going perfectly. And guess what? Oh my God, I want to die. I want to die. My life is over. That is crazy. That is crazy. You got to get a little bit stronger than that. I know some people that be going through hell in high water, like hell. And they be sticking it out. They be surviving. There's people really going through it. So you got to really look at your life and be like, I got to get a little bit stronger than this. I got to stop overreacting about everything. Or they're going to put you in them hospitals. A lot of people love to, I need to go to the hospital. I need to be checked in the hospital. And then is you getting any type of healing out of that? I did therapy too. And then I stopped going because you know what? I got tired of telling that lady my business. Because it really I felt like 90% of the stuff I was going through was spiritual. 10% of it was just like my decision making skills. And she really helped with that. And then sometimes I do be anxious. Like I be worried and stressed out and stuff. That lady put me on Seroquel, y'all. I was sleeping 16 hours a day. I ain't have time to be stressed because I was asleep. So like that whole mental health field, this whole self-care era and stuff, y'all, approach this carefully. Approach this stuff, anything mental health related, approach it carefully. A lot of stuff you need deliverance for. A lot of stuff you'll get deliverance from automatically by understanding stuff. It's a scripture in the Bible that says, now you don't know what I'm doing. I don't know the verse. Google it. It says, you don't know what I'm doing now, but later you will. It's something about time passing and looking back over your life and seeing, I see why that happened. I see why it went like that. I see why this was happening to me. I see what was causing this. It's something about that hindsight 2020 vision. It's something about that. And you don't cheat yourself out of those lessons. Some of that stuff you got to go through. You have to, because it gives you wisdom, insight, that you can share with somebody later. You shouldn't do that because this gonna get you here. Like I'm telling you right now, control your emotions. Control your emotions. Be careful going to these therapists, psychologists, and doctors, and they putting you on all these medications and stuff that's supposed to help with all these emotions. You just need to learn how to manage some of the stuff you get in your Bible about. Understand where those spirits come from. Maybe you're doing something to bring that upon yourself. There's another scripture in Job where he said, the thing I feared has come upon me. When you be focusing on stuff, this gonna happen, baby, it's gonna happen. You gonna make it happen. And if it wasn't gonna happen, it's gonna happen because you made it happen. It's you. But yeah, them crazy houses.